Okay, here's all my personalities. Good evening, folks. Monday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. At least here in Ohio it is. And we welcome you into our kitchen. We have my buddy, our little troll, so we don't have to have any other trolls. And I have Smudge up here, but he just decided to lay down. It doesn't work at all, because when I do the @ sign and I start typing your name, when I do SO, it'll come up with your name in a little block right above it. I click on that and then hit enter. Now that should come up with your name highlighted, right?
Oh yeah, there were.
I wonder why it's when I type mine, is it coming up in orange? Hi Mel, how are ya? Let me try this one more time. Hi Becky. Awesome. Oh, and Southern's didn't work. I'd say smack your keyboard, but that may not be a good thing.
Okay, well let me join you here.
Okay, woohoo!
All right. So I guess you got both of us here.
This is scary.
Believe it or not, there's only one troll. But
yeah, we haven't named him yet. We could have that could be our next thing.
It could
name the troll contest.
Name the troll contest. There you go. So how's everybody doing this evening?
Southern's ready to throw her computer. She can't get the channel names to highlight. You know, when you do the @ sign and that's what she's talking about. She can't get it to highlight.
Well, it won't highlight to her. She won't see a highlight.
Or maybe I didn't think about that. Maybe that's what she's trying to see.
Yeah, she will not see the highlight.
Right, you won't see the highlight. Whoever you do it to, they'll see, the channel person will see their name in orange.
Right, if you type out the complete name.
Cases are here. Evening.
Well, as you folks can see on the screen, we've got a special guest here this evening.
Smudge. Oh. That's not
Smudge, okay.
Not special guest, huh?
Sullivan Family Homestead is with us here this evening.
Woohoo!
So let me see if I can find her here.
Nah, you're not a dummy. I didn't realize that you couldn't see it on your side. You're bringing them over there recycled?
Okay. You should be live.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Getting a decent sized group in here.
There we go.
We're growing. Teresa's here. The party can start.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. So, I guess maybe she needs no introduction, but this is Dana Sullivan, and she is part of Sullivan Family Homestead. And who's the other parts of your homestead?
Hannah.
That's right. Who else need there be?
and how old is Hannah?
Oh, Hannah is 13 going on 30, y'all. No joke.
and a straight A student.
Yes, little Susie Smarticles.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah. No, I suppose I'd better mention Matthew. He's the better part of Sullivan Family Homestead.
So, tell us a little bit about your place, what you do, if you have animals, if you have 150 acres.
Do we have animals? Oh.
What animals don't they have, should you ask?
Right. Well, actually, we're only on 3 acres right now. We'd like to have some more, but 3 acres is what we've got to work with for now. And we've got, oh, let's see, a horse and a half, a couple of goats, some
Wait a
rabbits.
minute. Wait a minute. You said a horse and a half.
Well, if I
I
can have 3.5 Great Pyrenees, she can have a horse and a half.
I
I'm afraid to ask which half you have.
So I have a Tennessee walking horse. That's my trail girl. And then we also have a Shetland pony.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's just half by size, not by pieces.
Oh, no. And only half by size, not by personality either, because by personality, he's like 3 horses.
The troll's wiggling. Be still.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, the Loaded Sink. I still love that name. That's just, I love that. Evening, Loaded
Okay,
Sink.
so you have a horse and a half,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and what else? I'm sorry.
We've got a couple of Angora goats. And if you've ever heard of, excuse me, if you've ever heard of mohair, it's a fiber that a lot of folks like to use to make like accessory scarves and things.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I have a couple of them so that I can spin their yarn. And then we've got some rabbits and a whole slew of chickens.
Something's vibrating.
It's me when I'm typing. It's over here. It's me. I'm shaking
Yeah,
I'm shaking the house.
You're shaking the house.
That half a horse thing gets them a little flustered, doesn't it?
I'm telling you. I see Windswept Homestead has small dog syndrome. Not at my house. There's no such thing as a small dog.
No, we don't have the small dog thing.
No, you don't either. Here, Smudge, put your head up. Want to see everybody? This is my small dog, and he's on all 4 feet. This is Smudge. This is our logo. In live and shedding, not drooling tonight. You had a mohair couch? A couch, Teresa? Wow.
Couch?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hey, Bob, how are ya? How's it up there in my New York home place? Oh, Windswept, this is a 20-month-old puppy? June, July, August, September. Yeah, Smudge is 20 months old. His daddy is was a big, beautiful white Great Pyrenees, and his mom is a gorgeous St. Bernard.
Southern Arc, if you think his head is big, you ought to see his feet.
Yes. Yeah, and he won't be fully grown till he's 3. So,
Mm.
yeah. Yeah, all dogs are puppies. You got that right.
Right.
Mhm. That's true. That's true. The oldest one we have is 14, and there are times when you have to wonder about her.
Well, Teresa, this one's not an ankle biter. He's more of a waist biter. But he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's my blanket in the wintertime. Because he still thinks he's a lap dog.
Oh yeah, thermal insulation. Huh?
Yeah. If I'm sitting there on the chair or the rocker watching TV, he'll get up and I'll have to put the feet up on it because it's a recliner, so he can finish getting up on the chair. Yeah. Yeah. 5 of them like that, and like I said, he's we're shedding there, Dana.
Oh, fun. You're saving that hair for
Yes,
me.
ma'am.
Dana.
Rainbow Rose Connie. Ooh.
Well, is there anybody out there that would
Montana.
like to ask Dana some questions? I think she has the chat up, so she can
Yes.
see.
Yes, I sure do. So it's interesting seeing the chat and then our chat window, the screen and everything, and trying not to focus too much on the screen that's a little delayed.
Oh, just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different world. That's why I wanted to have you connect with me once, just to do this, because it's a little bit different,
Yeah.
different deal.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun though. The first live stream that I did, what was it? A few days ago. It was so exciting to see all these people here and chatting and interacting. And yes, it is fun, Southern art. I mean, it is a lot of fun. Yes. So I gotta tell you guys this, you'll love it. Um, oh, Teresa, I have had the goats for not that long. We actually have only been at this place since August, and so everything that we've gotten, we've kind of acquired it in short order. There was a big fiber festival in North Carolina in October, and we took an empty trailer down there, and I said, I'm coming home with something. And I had a small list of things that I knew I wanted to look for, but it had to be one of those things, and I ended up coming home with the 2 Angora goats.
Okay, Mud Pie Girl asked where you all at.
I just said we're in Ohio.
Okay. Well, I was just going to ask who's she asking.
Oh, that's true. She could be asking everyone.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're in East Tennessee, so we've got Ohio and Tennessee.
And we got to meet Dana the evening after the conference was over.
Yes.
We went to the meet and greet afterwards at Lefty's? No.
Yeah, Lefty's
Lefty's.
Barbecue.
Yeah. Lefty's
Yeah.
Barbecue. With that humongous baked potato.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That's our life. My first steps to becoming a homesteader actually started with my great-grandparents when I was a little girl. They've been doing this kind of thing, and they didn't necessarily call it homesteading at the time. It was just simple living, farm folks. So, but yeah, I actually grew up with a lot of this stuff from the time I was real little. I used to go and help my grandmother with the chickens, and it was my responsibility to go fetch the eggs. Faith says she has a half horse that comes calling. Mine does too if I have treats.
Need a Kentuckian now.
Oh, Teresa was born in Kentucky.
Aha.
Teresa
Hey, well,
Teresa has the greatest accent. Well, so do you, Dana.
And Homestead Mama's out of Vermont, so we're getting up into the Northeast there.
Yeah, that's where
Nice.
that's maple syrup country, Vermont.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
look-
if everybody in the chat just wants to type in what state you're in, that would be interesting for a lot of people.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Dale and Crystal, that's a really good question. They say, what makes someone a homesteader? And I'll tell you, as far as I'm concerned, the simplest answer is, do you attempt to grow things yourself, like tomatoes or cucumbers or whatever? Do you can food to save it away? Do you try to live a more, let's say, a more purposeful life for yourself and your family? If you answer yes to any of that stuff, I consider you a homesteader. Someone
Can we
who-
write that down for our 10 reasons why we homestead? That was good.
I think so.
You know what? I am the worst person ever. We had our friend got married on Saturday, and so we've kind of been in and out with the y'all gonna see how this southern accent. We've been in and out with dealing with all of that stuff, and that's a whole lot of undertaking. But But I had been challenged by Rose over at Wholesome Roots to do this 10 reasons why we homestead thing. And I have not got it done yet, and that was almost 2 weeks ago.
I understand.
I have to send her a little note now and then. I promise I've not forgot. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I'm a person. I actually started working on it tonight and went out into the garden and realized that the radishes are ready and I have to get those pulled out. So
Wow.
I got distracted.
We don't have anything ready yet. Well, a couple weeks ago we had snow, so.
Well, the strawberries are starting.
Yeah, the strawberries are starting to
So
ripen.
I love strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
I think your rhubarb would be ready to get some stems
Yeah.
off of.
I have one plant that's ready to harvest if I want it. I can leave it.
So
Nice.
Yes.
we have lots of weeds that are absolutely ready. We've been pulling them up.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can put some of those in your box if you want, Dana.
No, thank you,
No,
darling.
you sure?
I have plenty of my own.
I mean, I have a lot of thistle ones that I pulled out the other day.
Yes, we do too. They're starting to take over the yard. Mm-mm. No, thank you. You just keep them, honey. It's all right.
Okay. I guess I'm stuck with them.
Miss Opal, yes, I did. That is on my list of videos that I have got to get done in the next week or so. We got done with the wedding and we're pulling into the driveway. We stopped and I picked a whole bowl full of honeysuckle. So this just kind of a little sneak peek for the rest of y'all. We're doing a video on honeysuckle jelly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't have any honeysuckle over here. At our other house, I had it and planted it against a front fence in the front yard against the street, and it pretty much took over the garden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had mentioned honeysuckle to one of the gals in one of my craft groups, and we have it actually along 3 sides of our property, which wouldn't be necessarily a good thing, but we keep it mowed on our end, so it's basically just hanging over the fence, But when you're outside, the breeze blows just right, and you smell honeysuckle like, it's good. So this gal says, you got to trim all that stuff out because it'll just take over. And I'm saying, let it.
I don't think I have any honeysuckle here.
I hope not.
Teresa, it's technically a weed here too, but I just love it so much, and we just keep it trimmed up on our side so we don't have to worry about it. We let it make the trees or make the fences look nice.
Mm-hmm. They do take over that.
Uh-huh.
Well, I didn't get any lilacs cut to make lilac jelly. I did do the dandelion jelly. I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to look up to see once the wisteria starts blooming if I can do anything with that.
Yeah.
I also have Wigelia, I think is how it's pronounced, a bush. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know if I can do anything with that or not. But I know you can do stuff with not clover. Yeah.
Clover.
Clover.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of.
Yes.
Yeah, partisan gorilla. Yeah, I probably would. Well, not if the 1X is local. That wouldn't have to have any shipping. The other X is in Georgia.
Well, Sherry made some dandelion jelly this year. Was it jelly or jam or?
Jelly. Yeah.
No.
Oh, listen. Hey, I'll trade you a jar of my honeysuckle for your dandelion.
That'll be fine. I can do that.
Yay.
I also have strawberry rhubarb jam.
Oh,
Yeah, I sat and ate a whole jar by myself.
Oh my goodness.
Sad to say.
I'll bet.
Teresa, I think I used to do that also when I was young. Who knew?
Yes.
I think dandelion jelly has a honey taste.
It does. It does taste like honey. Yeah.
Yeah. Sunshine in a jar.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. Maybe
Yeah.
that's something. Maybe that's how. No, it's already too late. I can't find it anymore. Could have advertised it like that.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, violets are another one, but they're like farther down in the ground than the dandelions, and it about killed me to pick the dandelions.
Oh yeah.
So, I'd have to get down on my tush and scooch around in the yard to find every violet. So, didn't try those this year.
Yeah, it's interesting. All of these flowers and weeds that are being used for things. It's
Yeah.
pretty neat.
So Dana, what's your plans for this coming year on your homestead there?
Oh gosh. This is our first actual year here, so there's a whole lot going on. Um, we've been out in the garden all evening tonight. Actually, you want to talk about real life business here. I look at my watch and go, oh gosh, it's 8 o'clock. I've got to hurry up and get back in here. I am running in the house. I am in the bathroom doing the bird bath in the sink with the washcloth. To make sure that I don't have, sweat dripping down my face and my hair's all over the place. Yes. So, but we've got the garden going, and we just finally got mulch, which a normal person puts the mulch down and then they plant their garden. But we really wanted the garden and couldn't find mulch that was cheaper than outrageous prices.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, well, we'll just go ahead and do it the old-fashioned way with the tiller and the hoe, and then we found mulch, so we're like, well, we'll go ahead and put it on there. Let me tell you, when you're smooshing mulch around little tiny sprigs of carrot stems,
Been there.
forget it.
Yeah, been there, done that. Bought the T-shirt.
I'll tell you what, man. Yes, it's crazy. So we're gonna get that settled in a little better for this year, and we actually have access to more of the mulch. So once the growing season is over, we're gonna really pile it on so that it'll be ready for next year. And then we have to do something with that greenhouse because we live up on a hill. And the greenhouse is actually a frame built with the greenhouse plastic on it. And I don't recommend that type of structure for anyone who lives on a hill where there's wind continuously. So it started taking its toll, and we'll have to take it down or shore it up a little bit. And I think we're going to put Tuftex panels on the sides. So that's one of our big projects for this year.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'd love to say that I'll
Tastes
have
like chicken.
a full herd of something else, but Mr. Sullivan's trying to keep me reined in with the animals, He says no chance of taking an empty trailer to the Fiber Festival this year. It's just not going to happen.
We're not even taking the trailer.
Well, I kind of thought he might be on here with you here this evening, but I don't know if you shoot him off or he ran away.
No, he ran away. He had been outside working a lot, and he works long after I do. So once I stop, he's still outside, and he absolutely loves that mower out here. Like, you will be inside 9 o'clock at night, and you'll hear the mower fire up, and you look out the window, and you see a headlight tootling around the yard.
That would be
There you
Daryl.
go. There you
That
go.
would be Daryl. It has headlights. It must be meant to run in the dark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I said, what are you doing? Oh, Whimsical Wonder Farm milk goats. Listen, girl, you and I have got to chat because that is something I definitely want.
That's what I say, Teresa. Don't taste like chicken. I don't know who they're trying to kid.
what is it that tastes like chicken? I completely missed that.
Oh, Dale asked what dandelion jelly tasted like.
Oh.
And
Where-
Teresa and I both said, a honey. And
uh,
Daniel said it tastes like chicken.
uh, where's Grizz to say it tastes
Exactly,
like
tastes like cat. You got it.
cat? Oh, goodness. Oh man, yeah. Now, actually, milk goats is something that I've talked with Whimsical Wonder Farm about. But I've heard that the different breeds of goat, that the milk tastes different. And of course, it also depends on what they're eating too. If they're grass fed or whatever. And so I want to make sure that it's actually something that we'll enjoy drinking, because otherwise, you can only make so much soap before you've got too much darn soap.
I believe it. But I like it. I mean, I don't even know anybody with goats. So even if I started making soap, I wouldn't know where to get goat milk to try it, but I do
Right.
like the goat milk soap.
Yeah, it is really nice soap. And actually, I've had some of Whimsical Wonder Farm soap. There was that box, the carousel package that I got from her, um, a couple of weeks ago. And I got one of her bars of soap and some of her lotion, and that was some pretty good stuff. Oh, yeah, Windswept says make some cheese.
Oh, I
You're
never
right.
thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had goat cheese. Have you?
See, that's me. I haven't either. And I really want to try, some of
I'm not
this
sure.
before I go on and say, oh, I'm going to get some milk goats. Do you eat the goats too that you get milk from? Um,
I suppose when they don't give milk anymore.
yeah, I mean, people eat goats. There are meat goats. Really. So, you guys may hear Layla snoring. It's not me. I'm wide awake and I'm paying attention, but Layla is right there. And she's snoring rather loudly.
That's like I'm surprised Smudge isn't snoring because he can snore with the best of them.
I'll tell you. Matt says that I'm the one that snores, but 99.9% snores.
Exactly. Yep, you got it.
So what do you guys have in your garden this year? Your all's garden looks really cool.
Well, we just started putting stuff down, so we have there's one raised bed is full of hot peppers or
Yeah.
mild peppers, and another one is full of hot peppers. Then the
Nice.
third raised bed has, I think, maybe
Right now it has eggplant in it.
eggplant in it.
Ooh, uh-huh.
But I also put lettuce, kale,
Oh, you planted some of that?
and beets and radishes at the other end.
Okay.
Then
Nice.
the one is full of onions. What, 7 kinds of onions?
I don't know how many kinds.
And
I just drew the grid and let you plant.
And there's still one group of onions I don't know where I'm going to plant.
I guess I have to draw another grid.
You planted cucumber seeds, and I did 3 types of beans where the hoops are.
Hmm.
Got the one strawberry bed that's full of strawberries. We got horseradish, which I've never dug out. I mean, I still have nightmares of walking home from school and just opening up the door at my mom's house down the basement, opening up the door, and the strong smell of horseradish would just make your eyes just swell and tear up. And so I haven't dug any of that up yet, but there's horseradish and rhubarb,
Got about 70 tomato plants in the ground.
tomato plants, chives,
Garlic.
Nice.
and I think there's
Strawberries.
12 types of garlic. And asparagus.
and asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
You have quite the collection.
we do.
And we have parsley.
Parsley. Anybody want any parsley?
Yes.
I wonder if it will survive. I'll put some in a Ziploc because I have a box over here. I was getting it ready tonight, and I'll put some in a Ziploc bag. I don't see why it wouldn't survive.
Nice.
It's not gonna take that long to get to you.
Right.
Do you need any strawberries?
What kind are they?
Ones that turn red.
They're alive.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Strawberries are fab.
I think they're Juneberry and Everbearing. Isn't that what
Well, that's
I
what
think we have?
That's what we planted,
Supposed
but
to be,
I
but-
think they intermingled, so there might be just half year bearing.
I don't know.
Cooking with a little spice. Let me tell you, I have videos over on my channel about trying to sprout lemon seeds, and I failed epically twice. I've seen a lot of videos showing how to do it, and I did it how they did it, but I think I might have got some bad seeds actually. Because I had gone back and checked the Amazon listing where I got the seeds. And, I should have checked the reviews first. Always check the reviews on Amazon before you purchase something. Hey, bee lady, how's it going? You just never know where you'll find me.
So, is there anybody in the chat here that's in the drawing here this evening?
I
Just kind of glancing through here a little bit.
am.
Teresa, you don't like kale?
I have never had kale.
It's not bad in a salad. I tried making kale chips last year, and that was an ultimate fail.
Was it?
Yes. Oh, it was terrible.
Oh man, I did grow some arugula.
Yeah, I have that planted up front here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. I recommend arugula for people. That's like an easy thing. You just throw it in the ground and you don't have to do anything. It's easy. The chickens love it though. You gotta watch the chickens. You know what chickens don't love though?
What?
They don't love radishes.
I don't blame them. Maybe you need to add some salt on them for it.
Right. I had tossed out a couple of the little scrawny, raggly nothing ones, and they just kind of looked at me like, what the heck is this?
See, we don't have a big enough piece of property to have chickens. Not allowed to have any fowl.
Oh,
Well, it's big enough, but we just can't have.
Yeah, the township
Oh,
says we don't. Township says we don't have enough room.
you can't have just a couple of laying hens either?
Nope.
Nothing at all?
Not unless Bill 175 passes in Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Well, then in that case, fingers crossed, right?
Well, yeah, but there's a downside to that too. We
yeah?
we already have these 5 big dogs. If we want to go somewhere, we got to find somebody to babysit.
Don't I know it? Yeah, that is the downside. It reminds me of times where, like back home with my grandparents, there was kind of a co-op of families, and if you had to go out of town, there were 3 or 4 families within a few miles that you could call on and say, hey, can you watch the place?
Yeah.
And,
Right.
somebody sent their teenage son over to stay for the week or something, and nobody thought anything of it because it was okay. He was going to be safe. Chickens don't Brussels
hoof
sprout
boots.
either.
Yeah, you're gonna have to reread that.
Okay.
Yeah, the horse comes up and bangs on the door with their hoof.
Okay.
Yo, yes,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
You did read that one.
Cooking with
knock,
a little.
knock.
My chickens ate my one and only Brussels sprouts that I had growing right after we moved here last fall. They ate the whole thing clear down to a nub.
Wow.
I didn't even get a Brussels sprout. Like they ate all the greens.
Our Brussels sprouts did good last year, but we didn't get them all harvested, and the winter hit and started freezing, so that was that.
Yeah.
Mr. Ed, that'd be funny.
Right. What kind of chickens do you have, Southern Ark? The OB lady had to get babysitters for their horse and goat too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I understand that.
It's hard, that's why we didn't get to go to the conference, was because, when you have your animals on a set schedule, it's really hard to leave that schedule. So, we could take care of morning chores, but then, 3 hours drive to go hang out, and then have to come back for afternoon chores, and then turn around and go back for the meetup that evening. Like, it was just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, we used to have when my youngest son lived here, and his girls and his girlfriend. If we wanted to go somewhere,
it was no big deal because
they were here.
Mm-hmm.
Part of living here pretty much rent free was, if we want to go away, you're going to watch the animals.
Right.
But we don't have that anymore. So.
Yeah, that's what we told Hannah the other day. We can't wait for her to be old enough to stay home and babysit the animals. I got the look, like, no.
Yeah. Uh-huh. The rolling of the eyes, have that started yet?
Oh, Lord. Listen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And, Mom.
Oh yeah, I don't envy that on anybody. Our youngest granddaughter, she's 7, and her sister is 11, and those two lived with us on and off from the time they were babies. So we pretty much helped raise them. And it's like, oh yeah, I can already see, like you said, 13 going on 30. I can see with Kaylee already has the attitude. She's the one that, if you've ever seen any of my older videos, I'll do some of her. She'll walk down the sidewalk like she's on the runway and have her hand on her hip. Oh yeah, she has attitude. That girl has attitude. I always said, if I ever had a motorcycle, Celia, the older one, the 11-year-old, would be on the back of the motorcycle doing her, princess. The princess wave, yeah, with her tiara, and Kaylee, the 7-year-old, would be the one in the front, doing the motorcycle.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that would be them too. To a T.
That was me when I was young. My Uncle Billy always had a motorcycle, and he would drive my mama crazy because he'd just snatch me up and take me for a ride, and she wouldn't know until she heard the motorcycle fire up in the front yard. She'd come outside just in time to see me wave, "Bye, Mommy."
That's a you question, dear.
That's a me question?
That's a you question.
Oh, the split screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a split personality.
We're running... We're running 2 cameras. On us, actually, we're running 3 cameras because I have one for the Skype session for Dana.
Right.
So we're running 3 cameras, and we can control pretty much what you see. I can drop out of the picture, like you'll see here.
Okay.
It's your turn.
You're the one who was explaining stuff.
Oh, I'm done explaining.
Yeah. Well, I think on Deep South Homestead, I think Danny and Wanda had a question this morning. I don't remember what it was, but I told them to send you the message because you're the computer geek. I said
Okay.
I'm the typist, but you're the computer geek.
Okay, well, let me get our little ad in here. If there's anybody
go.
in the chat here that's a creator or
Teresa, give me some more water while you're at it, please.
perhaps a moderator or something would like to be a guest on the show, just drop us an email, and we'll see if we can make that happen. It's not near as bad as what it seems, is it, Dana?
No, it's not bad at all. Actually, it's a lot of fun to get to interact with people. Yeah, that is one thing though. It's pretty funny and interesting that Danny's wanting to get your help, Daryl, because you really do this in a great way. You've got the different screens here, and then you've got the live chat on the side. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Well, I did the live chat for a couple reasons. One, if somebody goes back and rewatches this, they can associate what people are talking about with the comments on the screen. And it
Right.
just keeps everything in line. Otherwise, you're just totally lost, and the live chats frequently don't get rewatched the way it should be.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish that YouTube would do is maybe put, I don't know, leave it off to the side or something so that when you're playing it, you can see the live chat as it's going through the video or whatever. I don't know, but it would be nice if you had a way to access that live chat after it's done.
Sheps, for her, it is not a special program. I actually use Open Broadcast System, Open
OBS.
Broadcast Studio.
OBS.
OBS, which is a shareware program, if you would. It's freeware, so it doesn't cost anything. It's open source, but there are other programs that you can pay for that will do the same thing. You just have to configure them the way you want them to be.
That is pretty neat.
Whimsical Wonder Farm, then you might be a perfect guest, because that way you're just kind of semi-live.
That's sort of like semi-pregnant.
No, I don't think there's a semi-anything.
Yeah,
where
that's good. That's why I said that. It's either all or nothing.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, goodness, that's funny. So how many people did you guys have, do you know off the top of your head, for your Homestyle dinner collaboration? That was pretty cool.
Well, the Homestyle dinner collaboration, and I'm not even on the screen, so I probably shouldn't be talking. I can go back on the screen. Wait a minute. I'll go back. There. The Homestyle dinner collaboration sort of took on a life of its own. Even after we had, said, well, you have this month to do it, then we got more and more and more requests of people saying, oh, I just found out about it,
It's
I
like
want to do this.
once the month was over, the floodgates opened.
Nice.
But people, I'm sure, don't have any idea how much time we put into that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
every week I was doing promotional videos for every channel that entered, downloading videos from their pages and cutting pieces out of them and splicing it all together and trying to make something a little bit interesting for everybody. And anybody that does a lot of editing knows it takes time, plus hard drive space and everything else.
Then we went to each and every person that told us they uploaded their cooking video. We went to their video and clicked on add to so we could add it to our playlist.
Yeah, we added all the videos to the playlist.
And we still got ones coming in.
Yes, we still have ones coming in. We always will leave a comment, leave a thumbs up on all those videos for those folks. And if anybody still wants to do it, or if they want to add additional videos, if it's got Homestyle Dinner and the first couple words of the title, let us know. We'll just add it to the playlist. But I'm no longer doing the weekly promotional stuff.
Oh, come on, Daryl. I mean,
No.
you could do that from now until doomsday, right?
You got it.
I'm afraid so. But it was a lot of fun. I think a lot of people really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Last
great.
count, there were about 70 videos that are uploaded, and I know more are coming. I know that there's more that are coming. So
And I think we still have one or two of Teresa's.
yeah,
So, Teresa, we haven't forgotten you. We know they're there.
so
That's wild.
Windswept, thank you for stopping.
It was great to meet you too, hon. Thank you so much.
you know what? It's a quarter till, so I think maybe it's
we
about
did
time
ours.
we do the drawing here.
Well, Half Acre Dreams, have you ever been in a collaboration? Because we can certainly add you to one that we're getting ready to do. Okay. There were 15
Yeah, 15.
contestants, whatever, that joined in for the 500 subscriber giveaway. And I typed up all the names and cut them out this morning. Put them in this handy dandy little basket.
I think I made it maybe a little too hard for some people. I don't know, but I think everybody that did do it enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
they knew what to do.
So
It
Yeah.
was good.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to randomly pull one of these out without even looking at it, and I'm going to let Dana read
Woohoo!
who it is.
Okay, anybody willing to bribe me a little bit here? All right, it is Melody at Faith Abounds at Melody
Woohoo!
Acres.
Congrats, Mel.
She's still in here, isn't she?
I think so.
Hmm?
Yeah,
there
because
she is.
she was talking about her kitties.
That's right.
There we go.
Congratulations.
And just so you guys can see it as well.
She didn't bribe me, y'all. I promise.
Oh, now Smudge is awake.
So we will. Well, we have your email, but we have to find out if she wants the brown or the purple,
Right, and
In
which
which
book? Mm-hmm.
and obviously we need to get an address. 'Cause
Address,
we can't,
yeah.
We can't turn it into electrons and run it across the line.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. I know Melody went up. She said the mama cat put the kittens on the roof. So
Oh, man.
yeah, we used to have one that would take the kittens up into the attic.
Oh. Man, that's always fun.
This was Half Acre Dreams' first live stream. We got a live stream virgin.
Oh, goodness.
B Lady, we were tagged to do 10 reasons why we homestead. And we were tagged by Wholesome Roots,
Well,
right?
well, she sent us an email
Right.
or a message.
And this morning,
But Danny tagged us.
Danny and Wanda.
Danny tagged us.
Danny tagged us.
So it's our turn to stick it to some people.
Don't tag me. I'm already doing it.
I know. I heard your name. Yeah, I heard your name because I went, shucks.
Oh, goodness. Oh, Miss Melody, you missed that you won their drawing.
Well, is she just getting back in here now?
She said her feed is behind.
Ah, yeah, I can see some of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Miss Mel won the booby prize.
Booby prize. Oh, goodness.
So
let's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, that's all right. I was just going to say, does anybody else have any questions for Dana while we have her here? We've got her on the hot seat.
2 plus 2 is 4.
No, that was with the old math.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 2 plus 2 equals
Yeah.
purple fried tomatoes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do the Common Core now.
Right, right. You know, Hannah brought some math stuff home. This has been, I don't know, 4th or 5th grade when they were adding, two numbers like 23 plus 65.
Yeah.
And I had gone over with her because she had said that she couldn't remember how to do it. And I said, it's really easy. You just do this, add this line and then carry the 1 and add that line and bring that 1 in. And so she did all of her homework that night, brought it back for me to check, and I, check over it, make sure it's all good, and then she takes it to school the next day, and the teacher proceeds to tell her to let her mama know that they don't do it the dinosaur way anymore.
The dinosaur way.
The dinosaur way.
No, that would be the right way.
Right. I said, well, let me tell you, darling, that dinosaur way gets done about 10 times faster.
Yeah, I just don't understand that Common Core stuff. When our granddaughters, when my son lived with us last year, because my son worked 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., so usually it was Papa that was helping Celia with the homework. And won't put the headset on, do you? And he would have to go on the computer and figure out how to do the Common Core.
Mm-hmm.
Because what she was doing, what he was trying to teach her, she was lost.
Yes.
Which is just the plain 2 plus 2 equals 4. You don't have to have a degree to figure it out.
Yeah, she's having to call Big Sister, who's back home in college, because Mama can't help anymore because I don't know what the heck they're doing. So, it's crazy.
What did she win? I don't have the box here. Hold on. She won.
All sorts of good.
There is a little mason jar timer. She gets her choice of 2 different types of dehydrating books. Her choice of a hot pad and a mitt, either purple with grapes on them or tans and brown with sunflowers. Is the box right on the edge of the couch? A $25 Visa gift card and some seeds that were donated to us by Baker Heirloom Seed Company, just for the giveaway. Yes, that's Smudge.
Cool to do that.
Oh, Teresa, there's no way that we would ever stop. I mean, not us anyway. It's crazy the way the schools are doing that.
Yes, it is. Half Acre Dreams asked how long I had been a YouTuber, and the answer to that is we had put a couple of videos up on YouTube in December, but we really didn't get active with YouTube until February.
Okay. Well, see, I started with YouTube way before we did the 2-family homestead. Because I still have a channel out there. It's Mrs. Buckeye. That's what I started with. And that was just very generic YouTube, editor type videos.
Right.
Daryl found the box.
Yeah, Teresa, it's interesting about that whole cursive writing thing. They're just doing regular printing, no cursive writing.
Well,
but the
Mel was on a delay, so I just explained everything.
They actually teach, or her teacher anyway, taught the kids how to do cursive. So, and then of course we do that stuff at home. Because I'm a firm believer that, their education shouldn't stop at school. For a lot of these parents who say, well, my kids didn't learn this or my kids didn't learn that at school. Well, but what are you doing at home? You got to keep up with it at home too.
That's very, very, very true.
Yeah, I think, okay, they're at school for 8 hours a day, but then they're in lunch for part of that time. And if they're young, they're at recess. And then they're doing arts and crafts, or they're in the library, or they're doing computer time, or whatever. They can only cram so much into that school day. And then you have a few hours from the time they get home until the time they get ready for bed. So what are they learning from mom and daddy?
Yeah, Dale, they at our grandkids' school up here, they still teach cursive.
That's good. That's really cool.
That is just insane. Some of the subjects I can see that not teaching them. I mean, okay, I can understand maybe a foreign language, but how many times if you were in a school where you were supposed to take a foreign language in high school or junior high, did that foreign language ever take? I never took it, so I didn't have to worry about it. But
now it's a prerequisite to graduate high school. You have to take a semester of foreign language.
all I have to do is watch Channel 7 here.
All I know is Pluto was a planet when I was in school.
Yeah,
Right?
Pluto's no longer a planet.
Yes, that's right.
Well, cooking with a little spice, if you go into a grocery or any store and you use your debit card or a credit card, and if you use it as a credit card and have to sign for it, you don't even have to sign your name. You can put an X or John Doe or Jane Doe, and that little machine's going to accept it.
That's right.
It doesn't care if you have your full name. It doesn't know.
You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
So, a certain Pratt family just snuck into the room. Did y'all see that?
Oh, YouTube!
There he is.
Just fashionably late, Mike. It's all. He's got a lot of pigs now.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was out. He was out there playing with the pigs.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's interesting the kind of stuff that they're requiring now for schools and the things that they're dropping out. I remember learning how to balance a checkbook. I remember learning basics of paying bills.
How to cook.
Yes, and they
Wood
don't
shop, metal shop,
Sewing.
sewing. Well, yeah, home ec. Home ec was cooking and sewing. Yep.
Okay, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it. Story of his life. Don't feel bad, honey. It's mine too.
Teresa, there are some students that are put into a class, and I don't see why, because there's nothing wrong with these students, and they do very little, and they still graduate with the rest of the class. At least they did when my son graduated, and my youngest is now 30, so that was what, 12 years ago, 13 years ago?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly right. That's our life. They don't need to worry about reading the Constitution in cursive because they can hit Google and it'll say it out loud to them.
Got that right.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Oh, that's right. That's Vicky Pratt, that Half Acre Dreams.
Oh, okay. Now I put two and two together.
Rainbow Rose, exactly. Exactly. Teresa, Mr. Google Pants knows everything.
If it has it on the internet, it has to be right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That is right. That is absolutely right. That's why it's so important to teach stuff at home too. Just
yeah.
in case.
Got it.
Yeah.
And teach them from a young age.
Absolutely. Absolutely. that's true with everything. We're talking about our kids right now, but, in homesteading, talking about your animals and everything else. I've got some friends who have a goat that just runs all over them. They get beat up by this bugger. And I think, man, grab a hold of that sucker by the horns and bring him down to the ground and let him know that you're in charge, not him.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's that way with kids, too. If you're right there with them and you're, guiding them and showing them the way to be, then it's not so hard to maintain it once they get bigger.
That's right. Right.
So,
What part of Ohio is your family from? Victoria? Jeez. Dana, I'm just petting him. And this is what's coming off.
Handful for me.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm just... They're supposed to blow their coats like twice a year.
That's awesome. Mike, what part of Iowa are your family from? I thought they were all in Virginia. I've got most all of my mama's family are in Iowa. That's pretty cool. So you guys are going to the conference in October.
Yes, ma'am.
I hear you guys won some tickets.
You did? You heard that? Rumor has it?
I did.
Yeah, I had my arm twisted that night.
I'm glad.
Yep.
Have you guys set up your accommodations yet? Hotel or whatever?
No, we haven't. Haven't even looked at that stuff yet. We haven't even set up dog sitters yet.
Yeah, we haven't either, but we should get together and see if we can figure out something close by so we can terrorize each other,
Oh, that'll work. That'll work. Or terrorize everybody in the hotel.
Yeah.
We got a letter, was it last week? A message, I think it was last week, from somebody that didn't have anything to do with the conference, but they stayed at the Super 8 where we stayed.
Uh-huh.
And
This was in Crossville.
this was in Crossville.
Right.
And they were down there at breakfast at that morning because it was like 6:30 when we went down because we wanted to be at the conference at 7:30. And the only reason they knew us is because on the back of our shirt, well, you saw it, we had Smudge and Two Family Homestead, and on the sleeve we had YouTube.
That's right.
So they put two and two together, and they searched us out and sent us a message to say, saying that they saw us there that morning at breakfast, and I go, oh, I said, you're the ones that had the motorcycles underneath the canopy right in front of the hotel, and that was them. Oh, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that, how I hadn't even thought about anything like that, but then when I was standing behind you and I saw the YouTube logo on your sleeve, I thought, man, that was a smart idea, y'all.
Well, everybody that's still here, be sure you hit the thumbs up before you go to bed, I guess, or before we shut it down. So
before you shut it down, if they
Yeah.
want to do it before they go to bed, it really doesn't matter.
But I guess I have to do that. I keep forgetting to remind people to do that.
Thank you, everybody, for stopping. Dana, thank you so much for being our guest tonight.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. It was a blast.
Good. I'm glad you had a good time.
Wendy, that was two of us. I was down most of the afternoon with the migraine also, so I know where you're coming from. So if anybody would like to be a guest of ours, send us an email, twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com, and we'll get together and get it all worked out.
Yay.
And Melody, I will email you and get all the information from you so we can get that package out to you. And congrats on winning.
Miss Teresa Sullivan is actually our last name. Know that there was a Sullivan County until after we moved here, and we thought, man, that was great. Had we known that, we could have found a place in Sullivan County and been the Sullivans in Sullivan County.
Well, we want to thank everybody for showing up tonight, and I think we got to go.
Good night.
Dana, you take care, and we will.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good night.
You
We'll do this
too.
again.
All right. See ya.